Whether you want to sail away on the deep blue sea or meander down a river past quaint towns and villages, Cruise Vacations offers something for everyone. Monique Ross from Crystal Cruises and Ryan Hilton from Admiral Traveler here to tell us about some of our travel options. Welcome. Great to have you with us.
Thank you.
So I just read a report yesterday that J.D. Power says that the cruising industry is the fastest growing with everything in vacations right now. What is it for every age group that turns people on about cruising so much?
It's the simplicity. You get on board, you pack and unpack one time, you get to see various different destinations. For us, because we're in the luxury end of the industry, we're seeing that grow in double-digit numbers, over 30% over the last year, just in luxury travelers coming and kind of stepping up their vacations and their destinations.
I think people used to worry about, being stuck on a ship with nothing to do, and that seems to certainly not be a problem anymore. Let's start by talking about the big ships.
Okay.
So they just keep getting bigger and bigger. It's absolutely amazing. Tell us about some of our big ocean cruise options and destinations and popularity.
Absolutely. With Crystal Cruises, we started off as a luxury cruise line. We do have 2 ocean ships. We do tend to keep them of a smaller nature, less than 1,000 passengers, because that's our client base and that's what they're looking for. They travel around the world. We have butlers in the suites. You have multiple restaurant choices to partake in when you're on board, entertainment, educational lectures. It goes back to guests don't want to just be stuck on a ship.
Yes.
So when they're doing these destinational areas, we're giving them excursions and choices of how they're going to do. If they want, like food, you have a food segment coming up. People love food. They're going to go and eat and cook food with a local, family, or they're going to go to museums and learn about history, or they're going to do biking and trekking up through the mountains. And we're going to talk in a second about something great that Admiral Travel is partnering with us. But our river and our yacht experience that we offer, 62 guests on the yacht.
Okay, well, let's talk about that. So first of all, you have the big ships options, and that's for some people.
Absolutely.
Now, we're hearing a lot more about river cruises, which obviously is a little bit of a smaller boat, but even outside of the ship, what is that experience like?
It is very destination driven. Our guests tend to want to do our river experience because of the destinations. And we do the Danube, the Rhine, the Main, the Moselle River, anything from 7 to 16 days.
And you're reaching places that if I don't have a river boat or ship, I'm not going to be able to get to.
Plus, you're going to miss some of the beautiful scenery. A lot of these castles and these waterways are the draw to the area that you're going. So, and then you're being able to be in a 5-star hotel the entire time. Our ship is a floating hotel, and you have Michelin-inspired foods, food sourced locally. It's absolutely spectacular, and that's the draw of this new experience of travel.
And then here's a phrase I wasn't even very familiar with: yacht cruising. What is yacht cruising?
Just what it sounds like.
That's what I'm thinking. So literally I can be on a yacht with a small group of intimate friends?
Our smallest yacht is 62 passengers, and she's in the Caribbean for season.
Not a very small yacht.
She's not a very small yacht, but we charter her. It's amazing how many guests will come and work with our travel partners like Admiral Travel and charter the vessel out for their own personal use. We're over in the Adriatic and Seychelles in season, and what's unique is you can get to those really tiny ports of call that these big cruise lines can't get you to.
Right.
You can't get to them.
Fun.
You just pull right up into the little harbors. It's spectacular.
Well, and that's a nice twist, because once you've taken a few of the big cruises, you've been to those big ports.
Absolutely.
But you may want to go back and experience a different part, especially in the islands.
Correct.
All right, well,
You
Ryan,
missed this.
yeah,
I
there's
love it.
lots of options here. I know you are now working with Crystal with a very different opportunity. Tell us about this flight, Crystal Sky, and what it's all about.
Sure. It's a new addition to the Crystal portfolio and a very welcomed addition. It is taking the luxury travel industry and luxury travel for the travelers to another level. The ability to go internationally in a 777 wide-bodied, only 80 seats on the aircraft. All of them lay flat, all of them really big screens. It has a stand-up bar. It's got a sitting area where you can take your meals at tables away from the main cabin. So we have partnered with Crystal Cruises and a very famous South African safari brand, Singita. And next May, leaving from Sarasota, 80 travelers will be on that jet heading to South Africa for a week-long safari in 2 Singita Safari locations in South Africa.
That's amazing. Wow. I know Admiral are South African travel experts, so it's nice that you are able to take your favorite destination, I know, and then work with Crystal to do that. Linda, you've done that flight commercial. It's a long way.
Oh my
so to be able
goodness,
to
it's
do
a
it
long
like
way.
that.
Yes, yes. That's the only bad part, and you take that away.
Absolutely. You know, the air travel is one part that certainly could be improved, and
Yeah.
this is a major improvement.
Wow.
Oh,
All
this
right.
sounds
That is
great. Now
absolutely
would be
wonderful.
perfect.
By air or by sea, some amazing travel opportunities. And to find out about all of them, whether it's Crystal Cruises or Crystal Sky private flights, you can contact Admiral Travel and find them at admiraltravel.com. Coming up next, February is the month for love. Just because Valentine's Day has passed doesn't mean there isn't more.